Hey, what's up guys? It's Vatonage. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I'm showcasing the top 20 add-ons for Minecraft 1.19.41 or any other version. And yeah, so a lot of add-ons broke in this version, so I'm just going to be showcasing the ones that are currently working. And none of these add-ons use player.json, so they're all compatible. You don't have to worry about putting them on the same world because they'll all work. And make sure when you're making a new world, you go down here to experiments and turn all of these settings on so that it'll work. And to enable the behavior pack, you just go to behavior packs and click activate and make sure it's also activated in resource pack. So number 20 is the chickens add-on. This add-on basically adds a bunch of new chickens that you can craft with this chicken coop. So yeah, let me just get some chicken spawn egg. And so if I place this down and go into survival mode, you can see the different types of chickens. And you can also use this chicken net to pick up all the chickens that are nearby. And that's really useful for the crafting because you need the actual spawn eggs to craft the chickens. And you can craft the normal chicken just like that, but to actually craft the harder chickens, it's a little bit more difficult. And you can also craft this chicken net like that. And it's not too overpowered because it takes quite a while for the chickens to actually drop the resources. And they'll drop the whatever it's made out of, just like eggs every once in a while. So you can put like hoppers under it for infinite of that resource, but it'll take a while to generate. And you can also breed the chickens if you want to get a lot of the resources, just like that, and you can pick it up again if you want. And yeah, that's basically it for this add-on. Number 19 is the More TNT add-on. This add-on adds some new types of TNT just down here. I'm just going to grab a few and flint and steel. And yeah, all of these TNTs are craftable, and let's start with this one. It's just a tiny TNT which is crafted with like 1 gunpowder. So it's really cheap and makes a pretty small hole. Next is this one. This one will just set the ground nearby into fire. This one will set some ground near it into endstone. And there's still a lot more, but I'm just going to showcase these 4. This one is probably the one you're all waiting for. It's a really big explosion, as you can probably tell. It's not actually too big, but it'll be still pretty laggy if you're on a phone or something. So here it is. It's a little laggy. Yeah, it's pretty big explosion. This is a really good add-on if you just want to blow some stuff up. But probably not a good add-on if you're on like a really bad phone. So yeah, that's it for this add-on. Number 18 is the Boss Towers add-on. This add-on adds a bunch of new boss towers at some coordinates that it says on the add-on page. The first boss tower is at 250, 250, so I'm just going to teleport to it, and then it'll appear once you get close enough. And if you go up it, it will have a ton of mobs, and it'll have these loot crates as well that you can break for resources. And if you have some add-ons like heart containers or loot bags or weapon cases, then it'll actually drop stuff from other add-ons as well. And once you get to the top, there's this altar that you interact with, and it will spawn in a boss. And if I just kill the boss really quick, then they will drop custom weapons. And there's a bunch of towers like this. If I just go a little bit further, like 500, then I will encounter this tower right here, which has a different boss at the top and a different weapon. So this is a good add-on for actually using all the crazy weapons that you get from the other add-ons. Number 17 is the Baubles add-on. This adds a bunch of new equipment that you can equip, like these rings, amulets, and charms. You can only have one of each on at a time, and the effects stack with other add-ons like block armor and inventory pets. So you can add them all up to get like a really high level of strength or speed or whatever you want. I'm just gonna grab a few of each. And make sure you get an empty ring as well because it's pretty useful. And so if I want, I can equip this by interacting with it, and it will give me the speed effect. And if I want to change it for this ring, then I can just do that and it'll swap it. And if I want to take it off, I use this empty ring and it'll take off all of the stuff that I'm wearing. This is a power charm and it will really good buffs, but you can only have one charm on at a time, and same with the ring and everything. But as you can see, if I take it off, it'll get rid of all my effects. But with this charm, I only have strength 1, but if I put this ring on, it'll give me strength 3, so those effects do back. And this amulet will just kill everything near me. And yeah, the Baubles add-on, really good add-on. Number 16 is the Christmas Presents add-on. This add-on adds a Christmas tree, which looks weird because of a Minecraft update, so yeah, blame Minecraft. Yeah, this will just randomly spawn presents around it, and these presents act really like lucky blocks, and they give you like random effects, and they can spawn big structures. So do not open these near your base, but I'm just gonna open one right here. It has a cool animation, and it can spawn a structure with usually they have loot. They can do anything randomly, basically. And you can also craft these presents and the Christmas tree and the crafting table. And they have a bunch of different effects, so it's pretty fun to just open them and see what you'll get. And you should be pretty well prepared. You should get like a good sword and everything before you try these, because they can be pretty deadly sometimes. And if I go back to this one over here, one present actually spawned from this tree, so don't open it next to your tree. You should break it and pick it up and then somewhere else and open it. But yeah, this is a really good add-on if you want something kind of like Lucky Blocks. Number 15 is the Furniture add-on. This add-on adds a bunch of new vanilla-like furniture. They all use the vanilla textures and everything. And they work pretty well. You can't like use most of them, like they're just for decoration. But let me get some dyes. You can actually dye some of the furniture that has wool on it. So let me just get one more furniture. So yeah, you can make tables, and they actually connect and look really nice. And you can have these as well. You can put like a sofa, and they actually are based off of where you're looking. I have a lamp that provides light if I set it to nighttime. And yeah, you can actually dye them like this. So if I want like different colors on all my furniture, you can do it pretty easily. And it looks really nice with any vanilla build. So yeah, definitely use this one to make your bases look nicer. Number 14 is the Element Exchange add-on. This add-on is kind of like Project V or Project E. And because Project V is broken right now, you should use this add-on. And it basically lets you convert items into other items. So if I use this table, you can turn items into other items, and I think I need logs, not planks. So you can't use planks, but you can use logs. And you can see some of what you have to use to make the elements, but a lot of them are hidden. Like for fire elements, you could use blaze powder, but you can also use like netherrack or like flint, I think. Actually, I think flint might be earth, yeah. And yeah, so everything, you can use a bunch of different items to make the things, and you can use like sand for water element. And if I go over here, I can actually turn my elements into resources, like if I wanted some deep slate for some reason, or you can actually craft these, which is cool because it's really hard to get those. Or if you're on like a sky block and you need sugarcane or bamboo or whatever, you can use this add-on to actually get those. Next is the Vatonage magic add-on. This adds a ton of new types of magic. and you spawn in with this magic orb and a basic wand. So if I use this, it'll give me a random magic, and you can craft more of those if you want to get a different magic. And I got fire magic, and if I just use this, it'll shoot like a fireball. And you get a magic book, then you can see what level your magic is. So mine's only level 1, so I can't use better wands. But if I level up my magic by just using my wands, then I will unlock new wands. And here's all the wands. You can craft the upgraded versions of the basic wands, and you can turn them into the wand by just interacting with it. But if I try to use these, I'm not high enough level, so I have to I have to level up my magic, but I'm just going to use commands to set my magic to the maximum level by setting it to like a really big number. And at the level 5 or level 4 or whatever, you unlock a passive effect which will give you like strength for magic, for fire magic and fire resistance, and different types of magic will give you a different effect. And I can now use these new wands because I leveled up my magic all the way. And you can actually have 2 types of magic at once. So if I use this secondary magic orb, my other magic is ice magic. So I can just grab one of each new wand, and if I sneak interact with these, then it will give me the other type of magic, and I can just use the magic. But it has a different leveling system, so to level up my secondary magic, I have to keep using the magic wands until I have enough levels to use the different types. Number 12 is the Craftable Dungeons add-on. This add-on adds a new machine called the Vault Altar, and you can use it with any of these keys to spawn in a dungeon, and the difficulty of the dungeon will be based off of the key you use. So I'm just going to start with an easy one, and it will make a dungeon, and it sets me into survival mode, but you can interact with these chests and they will actually give you some resources. And if you have some other add-ons like weapon cases, then they can give you those from the other add-ons as well. And this one's pretty safe dungeon because it's easy, like there's silverfish and stuff. But the harder dungeons will have better loot but harder monsters. And if you go through here, it'll bring you back to your spawn point. And yeah, so if I go back down, it will it'll teleport you to the world spawn, but it won't actually use the vault altar, so you can reuse it if you want. But I'm just going to place another one down and generate a hard dungeon. And as you can see, this one's a lot more difficult. Like there's a ton more monsters, and there's a bunch of silverfish. Looks like this room was made out of monster blocks. So yeah, I died really quickly, but that's why you should have other add-ons like block armor and stuff that give you better weapons armor so that you can actually survive in these dungeons. But yeah, it's a pretty good add-on for adding more stuff to fight, I guess. Number 11 is the Mineral Seeds add-on, and this add-on basically just adds a ton of new types of seeds that you can craft with this plant forge. And conveniently, I'm in the middle of a desert, so I'm gonna have to get some dirt, get water, and I need some seeds, and let's also get a hoe and bone meal. And yeah, let's go into survival mode, and if I place some dirt, I can hoe it and then just plant the seeds just like normal. And this is a really overpowered add-on, so you can use bone meal to actually grow these seeds. And if I break them, I will get 1 to 2 of each item that it's made out of. So I got lapis block seeds and netherite seeds, so I get a ton of resources from these, which is really good if you want to get rich fast, I guess. But it's really overpowered, so I probably you shouldn't use this on a world that like a normal Minecraft world. But if you have like really expensive recipes, which there are some really expensive add-ons in here, then you probably need this for most of the stuff that you're going to be getting. And if I use this, here's all of the recipes. You can look at them, and they're pretty expensive to actually craft, so it is a little bit balanced, but once you actually get like a diamond block seed, you're never going to run out of diamonds. So actually getting the seeds is a little hard, but once you have it, you're basically super rich. So number 10 is the superhero add-on. This, you definitely need the previous add-on or seeds to actually craft some of the items in here, because they get super expensive. Like if you want to craft like a basic armor set, like the basic one is the Spider-Man one, you're gonna need a bunch of diamond blocks and a ton of iron blocks. But if you want like the best one, which is Superman, you're gonna need just way too many items to get normally. So you need to add on like ore seeds or maybe basic machinery to automatically get your resources to craft some of these things. But they are really overpowered. So if I let me just get the best armor set, I guess, and the best sword, which does 50 damage, by the way. And if I put the whole set on, then it'll give me a bunch of buffs. Like I think the strength is like super high. I can probably one-shot this sheep. Maybe even like if I summon a zombie, yeah, you can one-shot a zombie with your fist. So yeah, the strength is really crazy, and you get all these other boosts like haste and stuff. And if you look up, it'll let you fly. So you basically get flight, like a bad version of flight. And the sword also does a ton of damage. If I spawn like an Enderman, I might even one-shot the Enderman with my fist. Alright, never mind. It's not that strong, but if I use the sword, it's definitely gonna die. So yeah, it's really strong. And I think all the swords have like custom abilities and stuff. Like if I spawn, let me spawn some zombies so I can find out what the ability for yeah, this one gives withering to everything nearby. So yeah, it's really strong. So but that is why they are super expensive. But if you want like an add-on for super hard stuff to craft, like if you have basic machinery and you want something to work towards, this is a good add-on for that. Number 9 is the inventory pets add-on. This add-on adds a bunch of inventory pets that you can craft, and they will give you cool status effects that stack with other add-ons like baubles and block armor. So I have this wolf pet in my inventory, and as you can see, I get strength. But if I put it like up here, it won't actually give me the effect. It has to be in your hotbar to give you the bonuses. But if you hover your mouse over, or if you like just look at the items, it will tell you what everything does. I'm just gonna grab a few. So yeah, I have strength and resistance because of these two pets. And if I use the sponge pet, I can yeah, get rid of all this water if I wanted. And the creeper pet makes you explode. It spawns a piece of TNT. I guess I was too lazy to actually make it explode. But yeah, I think, do these have durability? Yeah, they do. So if you want to use this, you'll have to craft multiple after you use it a lot, and same with the sponge one. But the ones that give the passive effects, like the Iron Golem and Wolf, won't actually go down in durability, so they're basically permanent as long as they're in the hotbar, which is pretty good. And you can get really strong. Like with this Wolf pet, it gives you strength, and you can combine it with some other add-ons to get a really high level of strength. Like if you combine it with Superhero add-on, you can get like the Superman armor, and along with this, we'll add 1 to your strength, and you can add a few to strength with the Baubles add-on. And I think you can actually add 4 to your strength with the glass block armor add-on, and you get like strength 20 and probably one-shot the Ender Dragon with your fist. So these add-ons are really overpowered, but there are some difficult bosses in some of these add-ons, which kind of makes up for it. So yeah. Number 8 is block armor add-on. This add-on adds a bunch of new armors that you can craft, and they all have special abilities. And the cool thing about this add-on is you only need 1 piece of the armor actually equipped to get the abilities. and they stack if you add more. So let me just say, for example, if I wanted regeneration, this amethyst armor will give me that. So if I just put on the boots, then I get regeneration 1, but if I want more, then I can put leggings on, and now it's regeneration 2. If I do the chest plate, it's regeneration 3, and I can put the full set on for regeneration 4. And yeah, that's just one example. You can do basically whatever you want. Like this glass armor will give you strength, and this diamond block armor gives resistance. Emerald block gives speed, and let's do amethyst again for the chest, or amethyst leggings, I guess. And yeah, if I put all of this on, then I'll get 4 different effects because of each block armor, and it looks really weird having all this different type of armor on. You can, but you can basically just do whatever you want with any of the armor that you want to wear. So yeah, it's really cool, and the effects do stack with other add-ons like inventory pets, so check those add-ons out as well. Number 7 is the Blasters add-on. This add-on just adds a ton of new 2D guns that can all be crafted in the crafting table. And they all have cool abilities and stuff. I'm just going to grab a few random ones. And yeah, so if I interact with any of these, it'll shoot like a projectile. This one's an auto blaster, so it shoots really fast, and a carbine, so it shoots slowly. And it's pretty balanced actually for like vanilla like play, I guess. Like some of the weapons are pretty strong. Like I think the Rad Maker is like super good. But like the normal ones, like the diamond ones and netherite and stuff, actually scale pretty well to like the like netherite sword and like the bow and stuff. It's a bit more powerful than like the bow, but if I just spawn like a zombie really quick, then it will take a couple of hits to actually kill because it's pretty balanced. And if I use like this slower one, it takes less hits, but it shoots slower. And this one does a ton of damage, I think. Poison or withers everything by. And this one I think is. So yeah, this one's. So yeah, there are some good ones, and I think the creator of this is working on an up. So yeah, but right now it's really good. Ton of cool guns. Number 6 is the Calamity add-on. This add-on adds a ton of new bosses, and they're found in structures that you can find around the map. They are pretty rare, so I'm not sure if I'm going to find one just flying around here really quick. But they spawn in all 3 dimensions, the overworld, nether, and the end. Some of them spawn deep underground in like the overworld, but the nether and the end ones just spawn on the surface. The only ones that spawn in the surface here are the wooden ones, which is one of them right here. And to actually use them, you try using it, but it says you need it. So you have to craft a key crafter, which is down like that. Yeah, so for this one we need a wooden key. I'm just gonna grab one of those, and it spawns in a boss and a bunch of other monsters as well. And if I just kill all the monsters, then they drop just whatever you normally think drop, like wood for this one. And they also they can drop a different type of key sometimes, and they can also drop cool resources like this iron leaf to like craft custom weapons and really strong guns. Also make like summons, like this thing will fight for you. And you can also make tools with some of them, which so yeah, this is a really good add-on for adding like actual bosses to fight. And some of the bosses get strong, so you're gonna have to use some of stuff from the other add-ons to actually. Number 5 is the custom enchantments add-on. This add-on basically makes it so you can craft really high enchantments. So if you craft this table right here, and you can craft these tomes, which get pretty expensive, but if you just craft a common tome, you're guaranteed to get an enchantment that's over the vanilla level. So these are really, really good enchantments. And to actually craft them, you're gonna need some EXP. So I just gave myself 30 levels, and you're gonna need these experience vials. And if you use an experience vial, it will take 5 levels, and it will fill it up into a experience vial, which you can use to craft these books. And they get really expensive. You're gonna need hundreds of levels if you want the legendary tomes, but if you just want the common tomes, you can just craft those and it will still give you decent enchantments. So let me go into creative mode, and if I go down here, I can spawn a few in. So let's just do the common ones first, and as you can see, like punch 3, it's normally only goes up to 2. You can get sharpness 7, luck of the sea 4, so you can get really good enchantments. If I use like the legendary and epic ones, then I get like sharpness 10. I got 2 sharpness 10, looting 5. Let me get some more legendary ones. Sometimes you get like the same ones, but I got another looting 5 and unbreaking 10. So yeah, these enchantments are really overpowered. Number 4 is the weapon cases add-on. This add-on adds some new weapon cases that can be dropped from killing monsters or from looting structures, and you can combine them to upgrade them into better weapon cases. Basically, like 4 common cases and a crafting table will give you 1 uncommon one, and I'm just gonna open 1 of each. So open 1 of each, and all of these swords, or at least most of them, have like custom abilities. So let me just sort them by how rare they are. And yeah, so the swords, like, they do like normal damage, but once you get to like rare and legendary and mythical and stuff, they start to do a lot of damage. And all of these can be enchanted, like if you want to have extra damage, or if you want like fire aspect or something, you can get really high levels of damage. And yeah, so this one has like drowning. If you interact with it, it spawns water, which is and the water will eventually go away. This one, I think, like hits monsters into the ground aspect. If I hit it, yep, it straight into the ground. This one will like make lava where I interact. This one gives the wither effect to nearby things. Pretty cool. I don't think it's working though, so yeah, that's interesting. And this one, or actually I think, I don't know, whatever. This one will give you the speed effect for a little bit, and then it'll eventually go away. And this one will stack with like other add-ons, like the weapons from this add-on. If like a status effect like speed, it will stack with like baubles and some other add-ons, and it will last for a while, but eventually it will go away. So yeah, this weapon cases. Next is the more gear add-on. This is actually number 3, and it recently got an update, and it's by Bedrock. You can check out his video for more in-depth explanation on everything, because some things are pretty difficult to get, like you want this armor and stuff, but some of them are pretty easy. It's all just craftable, and some of the resources like take some weird recipes and stuff. Like to get bone dust, you put bone blocks in a stone cutter. But yeah, so I'm just gonna grab some of the items. I'm pretty sure all of them give you like custom abilities, kind of like block armor. So yeah, this bone crusher one will give you resistance. If you don't have the whole set, it'll only give you part of the bonuses, but if you have the whole set, it'll give you the whole thing. And if I get like I think, let's just get like copper. I'm not sure what this. Let's try it out. Alright, it doesn't give any status effects. It might just be for just the protection, I guess. But the slime one, I think here, this one will give like jump boost. stuff. So yeah, it's pretty similar to block armor, but there are some new cool armors like the power armor and mystic and stuff that are pretty cool to check out. And you can also craft weapons out of all of these, axes and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty cool add-on for just adding more armor and tools and stuff. Number 2 is the create add-on. This add-on adds a ton of new really basic machines that you can use to generate resources and stuff. So I'm just gonna get some of yeah, so this add-on is kind of similar to the create add-on, but not really. You can basically use the machines like this kind of to generate resources and turn the cranks manually, or you can like set up an automatic system. And there's a bunch of just basic machines that you can use to generate cool resources. And you can automate it with like a creative motor, but you can't really craft that. Or you could just get like a ton of like wind turbines and hook them up like this. And I know it's not really similar to the actual create mod, but it's just like as close as Bedrock can get, I guess. Maybe if Bedrock gets more powerful with its modding, I might update it to be more like the actual create mod, but I think this is good enough for now. And number 1 is basic machinery. So if you guys haven't checked this add-on out already, it's super good. You should definitely check it out like right now. But it is a little bit complicated. That's the only issue, I guess. But yeah, it's a really good machine add-on for Bedrock Edition. And you can basically just do like a ton of automation with it. It is kind of complicated as well, but yeah, you can watch a lot of my videos that I've made on it to understand how it works. I've made like 5 videos. Each time I released an update, I made a video explaining all the new features. So yeah, you should definitely check out all those videos if you want to try and use this add-on. But yeah, honestly, this is like the best machine add-on. I think it's way better than advanced machinery. I'm probably not going to be updating advanced machinery anymore. Sorry if you guys still really like advanced machinery. It's just I like this add-on a lot more. So yeah, you should probably start to learn how to use this one if you're stuck on advanced machinery still. But yeah, this add-on adds a ton of machines, like as you can see, all these machines, and there's like custom resources to actually craft them. And there's power cables, gas cables, and fluid cables. This is like just the most basic machine setup that I have right here. You can do way better machines. Like if I wanted to, I could like crush this cobblestone down using a crusher, and I can get like, is there a sieve? No, there's no sieve in this, I don't think, but yeah, if I just like hook up this to some solar panels, then I can turn this cobblestone into gravel if I want. You can make infinite gravel and sand as well with that. There's a quantum miner to get like a ton of resources like that. And yeah, it's a little overpowered, but it's pretty fun. I guess machine add-ons are meant to be overpowered somewhat, I guess. So yeah, you can get pretty complicated with these setups, which honestly I enjoy. Yeah, now I'm just gonna rant a little bit about the future of my channel. So if you guys aren't really interested in that, you should click off the video now. But yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do. I've been working on more marketplace content recently. I haven't really been making many add-ons, and part of that is because I don't really know what add-ons to make. So if you guys want to recommend add-ons for me to make in the comments, that would be pretty cool. I can, if you recommend like really good add-on that I haven't done before, I might make it. But the issue is that I've made like a ton of add-ons that are pretty cool, and I don't really know how to like top the add-ons that I've already made and how to make something unique, because I've just done like everything I can think of. I don't really know what else to make. With marketplace content, I guess I have more variety in the stuff I can make, because not just add-ons, it's like whole worlds, and I can make whatever I want basically. So if you guys want to support me, I recommend checking out my marketplace content. It's decent. It doesn't have all the features that like some of the add-ons have. Like, you can't have really cool custom blocks yet, but they are still pretty cool with what I can make, and I spent a lot of time making them pretty cool. And honestly, I think some of my marketplace content that I've made is probably better than some of like my mod packs that I have, especially now that most of them are broken. Yeah, and I still plan on like uploading add-on related content on this channel, like top 10 videos like this one. I might just not release as many add-ons that I have released, as like, you know, like not as many add-ons, I guess, because I don't have as many ideas. But if I get some good ideas, I might work on them, and I'll probably stick to making more review videos, kind of. So like I'll review add-ons on MCPE more. But there haven't been very many good add-ons on there recently, so I decided just to make this instead of uploading, because I've been checking and I haven't really found any that were good enough for a video, I guess. Like in the past month. That's another reason why I haven't really been uploading. But yeah, if there's more add-ons that I want to showcase on MCPDL, I'll showcase those in a video. And if I make new add-ons, like based off the ideas that you guys give me, then I will make those into videos. But from now on, expect, I guess, mainly marketplace content. I know you guys, majority of you guys don't really want to hear that, but I'm sorry. Like, just, I've made a ton of add-ons and I don't know what else to make for add-ons, and just like a few months of making marketplace content has given me more money than like years of YouTube ad revenue. So that's also a part of it, just the money. It's like YouTube does not pay very well at all. So, and I'm in college right now, so I have to pay for college, you know. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are okay with like marketplace content. I'll try and make it like really good marketplace content as well. Like, I know marketplace has like a stigma of being like really bad and clickbaity. I'll try and make actually decent marketplace content, kind of like my add-ons, because I know you guys really like my add-ons and stuff, so I'll try and make it like high quality like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any good add-on ideas, let me know in the comments, and if there are any good ones, like I need unique ideas for add-ons to make, because that's the main issue. I just don't know what to make. I'm just not as motivated as I used to be, because I don't know what else to add, and I can't really just top the add-ons that I've made so far. Like, I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll try and post more. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.